everyone. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world now. I am in beautiful Timișoara in Romania, and it's 8:30 p.m. Bucharest time, and I could not be happier than be with you on a Friday evening here in Romania on a live great topic like we have today. And we are going to talk about fear and love. And before I start, let me tell you that I know that you must be thinking these two concepts don't necessarily go together too well, right? Well, it's true and not really, because most of the times, even if we don't realize it, fear is the one that stays in front of our happiness. We are not very sure of what to do when we feel stuck, when we would like to move ahead, to make some steps in order to be happy in our relationship, in our love life. However, we have this vision that I cannot go on, I'm not sure what's happening, I'm not so sure what to do next, and we get confused. Fear is the one that does this. Hello, hello, Sorin. Thank you for joining. Um, so before we start, let me ask you, I want to see what you think about love. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments box. What do you think love is to you? To me, as far as I have read, I'm going to tell you about what I have studied about love so far, what I've seen in seminars, what I've seen other people talk about. And then I'm going to give you some personal examples. Love seems to be an amazing force. It is the most powerful energy that can literally move mountains, because there are so many studies that have shown that when a mother sees that her child is in danger, she can literally lift hundreds of kilos with her bare hands just to save her children. And this is very amazing and emotional at the same time, because you see that this strength comes from an out of this world energy that can literally have you see things and do things that you would not do before. And when it comes to a relationship between two people, it is basically the same thing, because you want to be the best version of yourself. You would normally not do maybe something that you do when you are around the person you love. You do want to be better, you do want to have them happy and simply be the most fulfilled that they have ever been in their life. When it comes to true love, I don't know how many of us have really experimented this, but I can tell you one thing. It really gives you wings. They have this saying all over the internet and everywhere you look: all we need is love. Is it true? Do you believe that all we need is love? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to get your input on this. Before you answer, my opinion about this is, if all we need is love, true or not, I believe it is, because it does give you the strength, the creativity, the happiness, the vibe, the vibration to do anything that you set your mind to. It is like a very powerful fuel that just lifts you off the ground and just gives you the right amount of energy to do the things that you would normally maybe postpone. When you get to meet someone and you are very excited, you are having those butterflies in your stomach. Some people say, scientists say that it's only a chemical reaction, because you would normally not have anything in your stomach. It's just that as our stomach is our second brain, the gut, you know about the gut feeling, that's very intuitive and very strong when it comes to our emotions. it gets involved as well, and you get to be in a place, in a happy place where you have never thought you would be. Everything in your body, in your mind gets connected in such a way that all of these endorphins get released, and life does get better when you are in love. And if you manage to be in love for the rest of your life, then you are one lucky person. Lucky person. Now, I look forward to seeing what you think about this topic, what you think about love, and how does fear, in your opinion, influence love in your life. Let me know in the comments below. I am very happy, very eager to see what you think and have this interactive dialogue to learn from each other, because in my opinion, I'm not a love expert, but I am a fear expert in the becoming. So I think I'm going to talk more about fear than about love in our live chat today. Now, I want to talk to you about three major circumstances that happen in our mind when we search for love, when we find it, and when we lose it, and all of these three combined with fear. Of course, you may know from all of my talks so far, from all of my posts, from everything I told you, from all of the other lives, that I believe that fear blocks you. Fear gets you stuck. You don't see anything else. You simply have this vision, one simple vision in front of you with the horse goggles. You don't see any solution, and that gets you to live a very small life, unfortunately. When we want to find love because we believe that love is going to make us happier, and it does make us happier. However, being happy is an inside job. And when you go look for it elsewhere instead of in your own person, in your interior, you may find that you get very disappointed. And this is what I want you to ponder. Have you ever felt the need to be with someone in order to eliminate loneliness, to leave all of the negative thoughts behind, to feel nourished, to feel safe? And now I'm talking about my own personal experience as well. I have always wanted to be with someone that would make me feel safe, nourished, loved, desired, and I could go on for maybe more than 2 minutes with a list of all of my needs. I used to be a very needy person, and I have to admit I still am. I'm still asking and demanding for a lot of things from my partner. However, when do we know that it is enough to simply acknowledge that the person that is with us is giving their best? How do we know that it is our job or not to make us feel this way? And what would the other person react if they would have the possibility to also demand as much as we do? These are some questions that I had in my mind for quite a while, and I have to tell you that Mel Robbins, you may want to follow her. She is such an amazing explainer. She does explain these things very well from a very logical point of view, in my opinion. She says that your partner can make you a cappuccino, your partner can prepare lunch or dinner, but when it comes to making you happy, it's none of your partner's job. And I was a bit amazed, and yeah, I really believe that she's right. So being happy is not your partner's job, not at all. It is your job. Now think of this next time you want to be looking for someone to share your life with, someone that you could have all sorts of great activities in common, someone that can make you feel whole, make you feel complete, that they are in your life so that you can love them just the way you are without expecting anything else from them. The second point I wanted to discuss with you today is what happens when we find love and how does it relate to fear. I have had a great talk a few days ago with a friend of mine that met someone amazing. He was blown away. This is too good to be true. This cannot happen. And he began having all these fears. Am I doing the right thing? Is she going to be happy with how I am? Do I need to be in a certain way? And I said, look, you need to be yourself. You need to be your natural self. You cannot expect her to love you or to fall in love with who you are as a person if you don't show her who you really are. And after some ongoing dialogues with him, he acknowledged, yes, I need to live my life. I need to live this relationship fully, and I'll figure it out on the way if anything else happens. But he realized that if he continues to live in fear, he might as well leave the relationship for good, because it doesn't make any sense for him to think of something that may go wrong if things could actually go really well. We all know that what we focus on is what we get. If you focus on fear, and of course it could be too good to be true, but so what? You deserve it. You deserve to be happy, to have a chance to meet someone that makes you even more complete. And I say more complete because you need to be complete by yourself, to complete yourself first, so that anyone that comes in your life can make you be even the best version of yourself. More than the best version of yourself, because you need to do this on your own. Now, the third thing that I want to talk to you about today, and something that I am an expert in, unfortunately, and luckily as well, because I have learned some great lessons, is about having love and losing it. I have had my share of broken relationships, let's say my share of losing love several times, because I was too scared to get emotionally 100% involved. I was also lacking self-confidence, and I had the fear that I would be dumped. And guess what happened? Yes, I was dumped, I was cheated on. However, as I began to deal with these emotions and to think about all of these experiences in my life, I got to be so blessed, because otherwise I wouldn't have had the beautiful, amazing family that I have now. I wouldn't be more emotionally mature, and it is the best thing to look behind you, just look in the past and get the lessons from everything and anything that hurt you, especially in your love life. We are, most of us, very sensitive when it comes to dealing with love, to dealing with losing love. I used to have a lot of panic attacks. Hello Aiden, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for being here with us. I used to have panic attacks. I would be very scared that I would not be able to breathe or to live without the person that I was in a relationship with. And how wrong is this on so many levels? However, as time went by and I began to work more with my emotions, with all of the NLP studies, I come to realize that all of the things that I knew about love were very distorted. And this didn't happen because my family didn't raise me in a proper way, because they are wonderful, beautiful people that only showed me what they knew best. I have found out around a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, that love is something that you feel for someone even though they are not in a relationship with you. And I was blown away. This cannot be true. What's this? I mean, if this person isn't with me, why would I continue to love them? It doesn't make any sense. And I began to dig deep into this and to see what is actually going on with this love fear relationship, because I was really confused. And true love means that you love someone and that's it. No more explanations, no more trying to have them make you feel in a certain way, not wanting them to be with you, but wanting them to be happy is what true love is. And in my mind was something, it happened as a miniature war. I could not accept the fact that if this person is not with me, if they choose to be with someone else, but I still want them to be happy. Is this normal? Is this what I want my emotional life to look like? And I decided that it is so relieving to only want the best for someone, to only want someone to be happy, healthy, wealthy, well nourished, and being safe, that you are even happier than even if they were with you and they wouldn't be happy. So choosing and letting go of someone that you love and knowing that they would be happier without you in their life, this is true, strong, emotional love life maturity. This may sound very difficult at first, and it was. For me, it was very difficult to understand that maybe this person is far more happier if I'm not in their life, if I were in their life. Simply loving someone from distance, from afar, is what true love is. And you can decide at any time that you can stop loving them, you can keep the beautiful memories that you have with them, simply respect them and understand that no one belongs to us. Another aspect that I wanted to talk to you about today is love and possessivity. We say my husband, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, but in fact this is very distorted. It has nothing to do with them being yours. Of course we say that he is my husband, she is my girlfriend, but does this really make an impact in our subconscious mind? It does. We believe that if we are in a relationship with someone, we have rights over them. Wrong. Very, very wrong. This could not be more wrong. However, we get this idea from society. Even the priest that gets us married, we hear them saying, now you have to leave your mother and father and be with your husband, and you need to make them feel in a certain, you need to make them happy, you need to dedicate yourself to the family. And this gets us confused, along with the model, along with the pattern that we see in our family, which maybe in 99% of the cases is not the healthiest that we would want to follow. We get this very distorted idea that everyone needs to meet our needs. We get very possessive with our partners, and this is one of the reasons why we lose love. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below, even after this live session is over. I want to see what is your input about love and fear, or about fear and losing someone that you love. Would you put in practice this very difficult to understand at first principle that you need to let go of someone you love, especially if you know that they are no longer happy with you. Knowing that someone is happier in a different place should give you the right and the necessary amount of energy to continue in a very wonderful state of peace existence from now on. I want to encourage you to visit my website. I have this wonderful visualizing exercise that I could not be more proud of. I created this for very busy people that need clarity, that need understanding, that need a solution yesterday, because I am that kind of person. Go download the 7-step guide to permanently conquer your fears from my website. It is a booklet that is very easy to put in practice, very easy to understand, to read as well. You can finish reading it in 2 hours maximum. And this should be the necessary tool that you need now in order to better relieve yourself, better eliminate the fear of losing love. I want to talk a bit more about this because this used to be one of the biggest fears of my life. I would be afraid that I would be alone. And that's why I remained in some relationships that were very harmful for me, unfortunately. And it took me a while until I got to understand that, hey, I am better off alone, maybe a bit lonely at first until I get everything put together in my mind, but at least I will be more quiet and happier at a certain point. The fear of losing love is very strong for most of us. The fear of not being loved, of not being accepted is such a powerful trigger when it comes to moving on in our lives that we get to stay in abusive relationships for far too long. And I want to encourage you to get a very good look at how your love life is looking now. Are you truly happy with the person you are with? Or do you accept a lot of circumstances, a lot of things that you wouldn't normally accept or do just because you are afraid to leave this relationship? Think about this and let me know if I can help you. Let me know in the comments below. Are you truly happy? Or is fear keeping you in a relationship where you would need to run away with at least 100 miles per hour just to be really safe? Change is difficult. It's never easy to change your life, especially when you get used and you have this affection towards the person you are with. However, if you take a pen and a piece of paper, and I always encourage you, maybe in more than half of my live sessions and more than half of my videos that I do, I encourage you to do some introspection. Work with your interior. Simply write on a piece of paper what is it really going on in your love life, with your relationship. You are going to find the right and the necessary clarity for you to move on and start to believe that you do deserve the best of the best in your life. Don't settle for less. If you settle, you will have regrets. I want to thank you for being with me today on another great Friday evening here in Romania. I could not be happier and more grateful than to have your attention. I look forward to your comments in the comments box. Let me know what you think about this taboo topic that I am very, very curious to learn more from you about. I look forward to seeing you soon. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Stay safe, love more, and even more than anything else, love yourself. Love actually means loving yourself. It all starts from here. I didn't insist on this because I've spoken about this for quite many times now about loving yourself first more than anything else. Simply do this and you are going to attract the right people in your life. Have a wonderful evening or afternoon or morning ahead. I cannot wait to see you soon. Again, thank you for being with me. I am very happy to have you each and every single day in my Facebook, in my YouTube, in my social media accounts. I cannot wait to see you soon, and let me know your comments below. Thank you and bye.